Hey, welcome out here. My name is Chad, and today is solar eclipse day. So I decided to run out to my range a little bit early. Usually I like to come out in the evenings, but it's about 1:30ish right now on Monday, April 8th, and we're not in the path of what they call it, the path of totality. So we're in kind of the 90% range from what I understand. So we're out here now. It has been getting a little bit darker on me for the last couple of minutes as I've been setting up, but I had an idea. Let's just see if, everybody's worried about gas pumps, cell, everything falling apart. Let's see if pistols have any problem working in an eclipse environment. So I've got out my platypus, my TX22 competition, and then my main Shadow Systems DR920, and I've just got a couple steel targets set up, so we'll run a few rounds and see if there's any problems that the eclipse is going to cause us. I don't think there will be, but you never know these things unless you test them. So that's the point of science. So let's get to testing some things out. Okay, so I think this is about as dark as it's going to get here. I've been eyeballing it, I've been looking up in the general direction of where the sun is, which is about right there from me. And I think this is all we're going to get. I was hoping for a little more nighttime, and my idea was to set up and do like a night match with my pistol light in the middle of the day. But I guess I'm a little too far out of the zone. So we'll just get into it. This is my TX22 and iron sights, so I will of course miss several of these, but let's see what happens. Well, it works. See if I can get these little guys. Nope. Got him. There we go. Just had my sights off a little bit. Like I've said before, I'm terrible with irons. See, I got a couple steels down here. Got him. This one's occluded by some trees. Got him anyways. Got it. Okay, got two left from here down by my tires. About 55, 60 yards. Got it on the second one. Hey, so TX22 works in an eclipse. Okay, next up, let's try the platypus. I mounted this red dot kind of janky with some shims, lifted it up high enough to properly mount, clear the lugs. Long situation. I've got a couple videos on that if you want to go check out the making it work mounting solution that I did, but I've not really shot it since then. So this will be a test to see if this dot holds zero. It's been sitting for, I guess, a little over a month, maybe a month and a half. And we'll see if the dot is on target or not. All right, first time shooting 9mm in a couple of months. Okay, see if I can get these little guys. Got a little excited there. See if I can get this one through the trees. So, hey, even though it's janky, it's still holding zero. So I was afraid that the screws might loosen with the pressure of the shims pushing up on it from the bottom. But, I mean, all but I think I missed two, and that was me just getting a little anxious with the trigger. I need to remember this has a more sensitive trigger. So, platypus works during an eclipse. Just to show these little targets, like there's my hand, and there's these little targets. They're close ones about 10, further ones 12, 13 yards away. So, it's a bit of a challenge to get these with a pistol, but That's why we practice. Okay, but that's why we come out and practice, and I have not practiced pistol in way too long. But now, let's see if the Shadow Systems DR920, does it work during at least a partial eclipse. Obviously, it's not going to get any darker on me. Life is full of disappointments. Okay. Wow, that presents entirely different than the platypus does. Uh, Doubt I'll get that far one down there. Oh nope, I got him. Haha. 2 in a row. That one's much closer. So, Shadow Systems Glock type pistol works during an eclipse. Okay, I've got one more mag with some 22 in it. Let's just have a little fun now. Always fun to shoot 22. And I want to try the platypus a bit more here. So one more round, or one more mag here. Let's see, I want to get over here. I want to try to hit that farther target. See if I can get that down. Okay, here we go. Got him. I mean, that's got that target swinging right now. Beautiful day, fun out on the range. I hope you're having a good time hanging out with me. If you are, take a look right down there. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm always trying to do some fun things or interesting things and share it all with you. My idea with my channel is to get into competition shooting, both pistol stuff. Obviously the PRS rifle stuff has been a huge time-consuming project to learn. But my idea is I want to kind of document my whole process, getting into it, learning, improving, and take you guys along, see what I do as I'm learning all the basics and then advancing into more challenging situations. So I was hoping this was going to be kind of a cool, mostly dark afternoon in the middle of the day. I wanted to share that with you guys out here on my range, the Freedom Farm. I'm literally surrounded by farms all around me here, and just built a range out in the middle of nowhere. Benefits of being in a free state like Oklahoma. I will say I can feel it warming up. Earlier it was kind of cool, so it did cool down quite a bit. So there was definitely a noticeable temperature difference, if not so much light difference around here. So you could tell, like this morning when I was loading up, I was getting warm, started to sweat a little bit. And then when I was setting things up out here, it was getting chilly, and I almost wished I had my jacket. But now that I can feel it start going the other way, I can feel the sun warming back up here. So if we didn't get to see the darkness of the eclipse, I can attest to the fact that it was obscured because there was a noticeable temperature difference here for a little bit. Okay, so you can see these guys, little bitty 4-inch round targets. I've got one here and one there. And I believe that's either a 10 or 12-inch plate behind it. And then I've got my little dueling tree set up right there. So, okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but hopefully you can from there. Let's take a few shots, see what we can do. Okay, let's go for that back target. Got him. Go for this little guy. Got him. That little guy. Got him. Man, that thing's just putting them right where I'm aiming. Let's try some dueling tree. Ah, got a little anxious on the trigger those last couple of squeezes. So obviously I definitely need more practice time on the pistol, but right now I am very focused on learning PRS. There's so much more to it than just, you know, setting down and pulling the trigger. It's all the movements and setup and getting a stable position, which is what I'm going to work on next while I'm out here for a little while, and then go home and get all my ammo loaded up for the match this coming Sunday. Okay, I went and took a look at the little box of ammo I was loading up. Only had 11 left, so we're going to go ahead, shoot them out, and finish that box off. Okay, take one more at that long shot down there. Kind of got a little tree branch in the way, but I should be good. Got him. So, I mean, this dot's holding on pretty good. Tried to go a little bit too quick on the follow-up shot there, but hey. So, that was fun. Okay, so let's review. Shadow Systems DR920 is eclipse-proof. Stealth Arms Platypus is eclipse-proof. And even the Taurus TX22 is eclipse-proof. So, whatever happens today out there in the world, just know your firearm should be good to go in an eclipse situation if everything else falls apart out there. I'm sure that's something we all pretty well assumed, but you know, if you don't go test things, you never know what's going to happen when it really comes time to depend on them. So this is one of those times where you get an opportunity to do something that only comes around every several years, especially something like this, an eclipse that is a total eclipse. Even though we missed out on the darkness today, we did get to feel the effects of it with the cooling down. And then, you know, we got a little bit of shade out of it. Never going to complain about that in Southwest Oklahoma. It is very hot a lot of the time. If you had a good time out here testing some eclipse functionality of firearms, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video, drop a comment down there. Let me know that you had a good time hanging out with me for a few minutes. Make sure and check in next week. We should have some update on how the latest PRS match went. I'm hoping that with my Kestrel problems solved, my ammo is made by myself, so pretty much down to the stage of any misses are going to be all on me. So assuming I do everything else correct, we should be good for getting good hits on target, and we'll see how that goes. I'll make an update and hopefully have a chance to get some footage during the match and things aren't moving too fast between stages and I'm not too flustered with Kestrel problems. I really appreciate you hanging out with me for a few minutes out here on the Freedom Farm. Always a good time when I get to come down here and test things out and just take a few shots for the fun of it. My steel targets are taking a beating from me having fun with them. That's going to do it all for this Eclipse special. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.